Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome again to the weekly episodic talk of leaked phones. You know what? Just let's get into it. The first talk of business is about the Huawei Mate 40. Leaked earlier than usual, but it's not a sign. Maybe because of the whole COVID, it's gonna be launched up pretty earlier. But let me show you what's going on. First things first, this leak is by OnLeaks, as you can pretty much see in the whole picture. And we'll start with the front of the phone. Now looking at the front of the display, it's about 6.8 or 6.7 inch rumored for the Pro version, and about 6.1 or 6.2 inches for the regular version. If you didn't know, the Mate usually comes with a Pro version and a regular version, just like a lot of other phones these days. As you can see, it looks exactly like a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Like, no joke, just minus the antenna bands that you see on the top and the bottom part, and also the alignment of the buttons and the pill-shaped camera. Of course, the pill-shaped camera on the Samsung Galaxy is on the right, this one is on the left, and the buttons on these are all on the right, and on the Galaxy it's pretty much left and right. But it's gonna be a very beautiful waterfall display. I hope Huawei actually sort out the whole ghost touch issue that was pretty much troubling the previous Mate. Hope they sorted out on this one. Of course, you can't get away from it when the phone is designed like this, with the whole curvature of the screen going all the way down. Pretty much it's like your hand is always touching the screen. But sorting it out would be a very good thing for them. And now bringing your attention to the back of the phone, where the first thing that is so identical is that cookie shape or circular configuration that housed the triple camera setup and the depth sensor. It is so big, we're hoping it doesn't have such a huge camera bump that it can rock from side to side on the table. And also that big gigantic flash, which it just pretty much looks, it reminds me of the old Sony CyberShot phones, that it's so big it must be very bright, and they must be doing something special with these cameras, why they would put such a size flash, and the emphasis on the size, by the way. And you know, the triple camera setup on this phone, pretty standard thing for 2020 flagships now. Wide angle, main, and telephoto. The main camera is probably about, rumored, we're estimating about 108 or 112 megapixel. Telephoto probably about 64 megapixel with about 100x zoom. Huawei's always doing the whole big zoom thing. And then the wide angle is probably about 12 megapixels, or probably a little more than that. Let's just see it as that. But that's not the whole thing that is Huawei's main trouble this year. According to them, they're on their last stock of Kirin chips. Now this might be the last phone with a Kirin chip, and it's the strongest Kirin chip, of course. But because of the whole US ban, Qualcomm cannot supply them with chip. Also, TSMC cannot provide them with any more chips because of the whole ban that Huawei has had. Of course, congratulations for them, by the way. They have finally beat Samsung in sales, but they now cannot produce any more chips, or they pretty much don't have a supplier for chips. So interestingly enough, we'll see how Huawei does or last out because of this ban. It's really unfortunate for them. We saw them coming up really good for a long time now, and we've always been saying that Huawei is gonna take over someday. But unfortunately this happened, and it's gonna slow down progress for them. So with all that said, where does Huawei actually stand? And the answer is, we don't know. Maybe they know, or they're having a plan, but they're not saying it to anyone at this particular point in time. But it seems like a very tight situation. They've been trying to fight it out, like, you know, they have their own app now for downloading applications, but it's still not as good as the App Store, the Apple Play Store, the Play Store, or the Apple Store. but they're trying to get their way out of it, so they must have some contingency plan that they're gonna do it. But this is gonna be pretty much the last phone with the Kirin chip. And with that said, we hope it's a very good phone for Huawei, and it's gonna be a very memorable one from what we're seeing so far. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just a short recap of what's really going on between Huawei and their leaks. Stay tuned, there will be more videos on other leaks. Thank you again for watching. Peace out and keep loving tech. See ya.